I am Professor S.R. Lokhande. In this semester, I am going to handle electrical engineering materials and energy conversion. Let us take a short overview of the subject. There are 6 units. First unit is conductive materials. In this unit, we are going to see different types of conductive materials, its property and specification. Second unit is insulating material. In this unit, we are going to see different types of insulating materials, its specification and properties. Third unit is magnetic materials. It includes basic term related to the magnetic circuit, different types of magnetic materials. Fourth unit is dielectric. In this chapter, we will see different types of dielectric materials, its property and specification. Fifth unit is principle of electromechanical energy conversion. In this unit, we will see how energy is converted from one form to another form, different types of coupling media. That all part we will cover in fifth unit. Unit number 6 is materials for direct energy conversion devices. In this chapter, we will see different material which is used for direct energy conversion like fuel cell, solar cell and different types of generator. Prerequisites requirement to understand this subject. Firstly, we understand basic terms. First term is electromagnet. When a coil or conductor carries a current, it produces the magnetic flux around it. Then it starts behaving as a magnet. The flux produced and flux density can controlled by magnitude of current. The direction and shape of magnetic field around coil depend on direction of current and shape of conductor. The figure shows that a coil carries a current after it produces magnetic field and then it acts as an electromagnet. Next point is laws of magnetism. It states that same magnetic poles are repel each other and opposite magnetic poles are attract each other. Second law states that the force produced by one pole on other pole is directly proportional to the product of pole strength and it is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Next point is magnetic field. The magnetic field is defined as the region around a magnet within the influence of magnet can be experienced is called as a magnetic field. The presence of magnetic field can be experienced with the help of needle or metal piece. The figure shows that the current carrying conductor produces the magnetic field and it can be experienced with the help of needle. Next term is magnetic flux. Total number of lines of force present in a particular magnetic field is called as a magnetic flux. It is represented by symbol phi. The unit of magnetic flux is Weber, that is WB. Next term is pole strength. Every pole has a capacity to radiate or accept certain number of magnetic lines of force, that is magnetic flux, which is called as a pole strength. Next term is magnetic flux density. The magnetic flux density, it is denoted by letter B. It is defined as a total number of flux passing per unit area. The mathematically it is expressed by letter B, and it is a ratio of phi divided by A. Phi means magnetic flux divided by A means area. The unit of magnetic flux density is Weber per meter square. Next point is magnetomotive force. To move any object from one place to another place, we require a driving force. Similarly, for flow of flux or production of flux in magnetic circuit, we require a driving force. That driving force is called as a MMF. The MMF is mathematically expressed as N multiplied by I, that is a current flowing through the turns multiplied by number of turns. Next point is reluctance. The reluctance is denoted by letter S. In electrical circuit, the flow of current is opposed by the resistance. Similarly, in magnetic circuit, the flow of flux opposes by the material is called as a reluctance. The reluctance is directly proportional to the length of the material and inversely proportional to the area of the material. Next point is permeability. The permeability is defined as the ability of the magnetic material forces the flux through the given medium. The flow of flux produced by the magnet not only depend upon the magnetic field strength, but it is also related to the medium in which magnet is placed. Is absolute permeability. The absolute permeability is defined as the ratio of magnetic flux density in a particular medium. The medium is other than vacuum or air to magnetic field strength. Mathematically, it is expressed by mu is equal to B divided by H. B is the magnetic flux density and H is the magnetic field strength. Next point is relative permeability. The relative permeability, it is defined as the ratio of flux produced in a medium. The medium is other than free space to flux produced in a free space under the influence of same magnetic field. Mathematically, it is denoted by letter mu r, and it is the ratio of mu r is equal to B divided by B0. That is a flux produced or flux density produced in a particular medium divided by flux density in a free space. The relative permeability, it is a dimensionless quantity. If we required maximum flux production for lesser magnetic field strength, then the relative permeability of a material should be high. Next point is magnetic field strength, that is H. The force experienced by unit pole when it is placed in a point in a magnetic field is known as a magnetic field strength. The magnetic field strength is term used to measure strongness or weakness of the magnetic field. It is expressed by letter H, and it is a ratio of ampere turn divided by length. Next term is dielectric strength. It is defined as the ability of insulating medium to oppose its breakdown when a voltage increase across it is called as a dielectric strength. Generally, the dielectric strength is expressed in kV per centimeter or kV per mm. Next term is types of magnetic material. The magnetic material is classified in three types. First, paramagnetic material. Second, diamagnetic materials. Third, ferromagnetic material. The paramagnetic material, it is defined as the material which are not strongly attracted to magnet are known as a paramagnetic material. The example of paramagnetic material is aluminum, tin, etc. The paramagnetic material is having smaller relative permeability. Such materials are magnetized only when strong magnetic field is present. Second material is diamagnetic material. The material which are weakly magnetized when it is placed in magnetic field. The example of diamagnetic material is silver, wood, etc. The diamagnetic materials are very little or no applications in electrical engineering. The relative permeability of diamagnetic material is very small, or it is less than 1. Next point is ferromagnetic material. It is defined as the material which are strongly attracted by magnetic field or a magnet is known as a ferromagnetic material. The permeability of this material is very high, and the example of ferromagnetic material is iron, steel, nickel, etc. In this lecture, we have covered all the basic terms. In next lecture, we will start the syllabus. Thank you.